Welcome back, Warriors, to our last part of Mortal Kombat Deep Dives. And get ready to finish this as we dive deeper than a Sub-Zero freeze into the final chapter of our Fun Fact series. In the previous episodes, we've explored so much into this movie, from the casting process, the behind-the-scenes fight sequences, to the use of visual and practical effects. In this video, we're tackling more shocking secrets, hidden Easter eggs, and fascinating information that brought the arcade sensation to the big screen. So get ready for some serious nostalgia, grab your popcorn, and
get over here!
As we journey back to Earthrealm and Outworld for one last time.
All right, let's dance.
The rumor that Brandon Lee was considered for the role of Johnny Cage has persisted for years among fans. However, director Paul W.S. Anderson confirmed in 2015 that this was untrue. Lee was never approached for the role and was unaware of the project before his tragic death in 1993. Following The Crow, Lee planned to take a break from acting to get married. His next project was a movie called Simon Says, which later became Die Hard with a Vengeance. Lee had also expressed in several interviews that he wanted to explore independent films and avoid being typecast in action roles, making his involvement in an action-oriented video game adaptation unlikely. The film establishes that Outworld has won 9 consecutive Mortal Kombat tournaments and needs only one more victory to conquer Earthrealm. Considering that the 10th tournament occurs in 1995, and tournaments are stated to happen once per generation, roughly every 30 years, a simple calculation suggests that Earthrealm has been participating since 1725. However, this timeline contradicts information presented in the 2011 game Mortal Kombat 9, where Shao Kahn, the Outworld Emperor, is furious about losing the 10th tournament, saying that he must wait 500 years for another chance to invade Earthrealm. This discrepancy suggests that the tournaments may actually be held every 50 years, not 30. Both actors who portrayed Kano in the Mortal Kombat franchise met untimely deaths. Trevor Goddard, who played the character in 1995, passed away in 2003. Years later, Darren Shalavi, who took on the role in the 2011 web series Mortal Kombat Legacy, was expected to reprise his role as Kano in the 2021 reboot of Mortal Kombat and was interested in doing so, but he also died in 2015 before production began. Kevin Michael Richardson provided the voice of Goro in the 1995 film and later reprised this role in the 2020 animated film Mortal Kombat Legends: Scorpion's Revenge. This marked a great return to the franchise for Richardson, allowing him to once again lend his vocal talents to the formidable four-armed warrior. The film utilized the abandoned Kaiser Steel Mill in Fontana, California, as a key filming location for the scenes depicting the desolate landscapes of Outworld. This industrial setting provided a fitting backdrop for the film's otherworldly atmosphere. Interestingly, the Kaiser Steel Mill has since changed, now serving as the location for the Auto Club Speedway. An earlier version of the script featured a different outcome for the fight between Sonya and Kano. Instead of killing him, Sonya was supposed to spare his life. This decision was meant to demonstrate her resistance to Shang Tsung's manipulative tactics, declaring that she was not a pawn in his game and that no one owned her. The original ending was intended to conclude with Raiden telling Liu Kang and the other Earthrealm warriors,
"I've got to tell you something. You guys did great."
However, the filmmakers decided to enhance the ending with a more dramatic and ominous twist and include the unexpected arrival of Shao Kahn, who then says,
"Weak, pathetic fools, I've come for your souls,"
immediately shifting the tone, setting the stage for a sequel and hinting at the ongoing threat to Earthrealm. Raiden's defiant response, as he and the other warriors prepare for battle, leaves the audience with a sense of anticipation and sets the stage for the inevitable confrontation with the formidable Outworld Emperor. Although the events in the film are mainly based on the events of the first Mortal Kombat game, it features some notable elements that were taken from Mortal Kombat 2. Kitana was introduced as a playable character in MK2, and Reptile's reptilian nature was also first demonstrated in the same game, as he was only seen in human form in the first one. The Shadow Priests, seen before the final battle, were first seen in MK2 as part of one of the backgrounds. Sonya Blade is held captive and chained in Shang Tsung's tower, similar to how she was chained to pillars in Shao Kahn's arena stage in MK2. Sub-Zero's ice grenade, which he uses in the demonstration against the Ninja Warrior, is a fatality from the second game. When Johnny Cage kills Scorpion, he uses a shield with serrated edges to slice through his skin, which is likely a reference to Kung Lao's blade-rimmed hat and his associated fatalities in MK2, and Shang Tsung's more youthful appearance was also in MK2. The search for the right director for the film considered several candidates, including Rob Cohen, Steve Barron, and Dwight Little. However, the producer's attention was drawn to Paul W.S. Anderson after seeing his low-budget film Shopping. Impressed by Anderson's innovative and fresh approach, despite the film's limited budget of only $100,000, they believed he had the potential to bring a unique vision to Mortal Kombat. Despite having no prior experience with visual effects, Anderson demonstrated a keen interest in learning. He immersed himself in the subject, acquiring books on visual effects, matte paintings, and computer-generated imagery. His dedication and rapid acquisition of knowledge convinced the producers that he was the ideal director for the ambitious project. In the final confrontation between Liu Kang and Shang Tsung, both fighters engage in a traditional salute. Liu Kang performs what is called the propitious salute, with the palm on the left and fist on the right. This is a gesture of respect commonly used in Chinese martial arts. In contrast, Shang Tsung performs the infelicitous salute, with the fist on the left and palm on the right, which is a sign of mourning or disrespect. This deliberate choice in gesture by Shang Tsung conveys his contempt for Liu Kang and serves as a chilling declaration of his intent to defeat and ultimately destroy his opponent. The filmmakers faced the challenge of balancing the inherent violence of the source material with the studio's desire for a PG-13 rating. This required frequent consultations with the ratings board to determine the acceptable limits of violence, blood, and profanity. They discovered a crucial distinction, as the board's guidelines dictated that any on-screen deaths of human characters would automatically result in an R rating, while the deaths of monstrous creatures like Goro were deemed permissible within the PG-13 guidelines. This distinction explains why human fatalities occur off-screen, while the gruesome demise of Scorpion, Goro, and other monstrous opponents is depicted in full, contributing to the film's unique blend of action and visual spectacle. Due to the physically demanding production for the cast, Robin Shou started rating the fights from 1 to 3 based on the number of ribs that were bruised or broken. The reptile fight proved to be the most challenging, earning a score of 3 with 2 broken ribs sustained during one particular take where Keith Cook threw Robin against a pillar. But despite the injury, Shou persevered, finishing the fight before going to the hospital. Lyndon Ashby also experienced his share of injuries, as director Paul W.S. Anderson recalled that Ashby was in so much pain from getting kicked around that he was eating Advil pain relievers like they were M&Ms. The movie's novelization provides additional backstory, including a detailed depiction of a joint mission between special forces and an international task force to apprehend members of the Black Dragon. This mission tragically ends in failure, with Kano, the ruthless leader of the Black Dragon, killing the lieutenant who was Sonya Blade's partner. This expanded narrative would have provided crucial context for Sonya's motivations to hunt Kano and offered a more comprehensive understanding of the events that precede the main storyline of the film. The 1998 television prequel series Mortal Kombat Conquest presents a conflicting storyline regarding Kitana's fate compared to the 1995 film. In the series finale, Shao Kahn says that Kitana is dead and pulls one of her steel fans out of a chest as evidence. However, the 1995 film establishes that Kitana is alive and has existed for 10,000 years. The film initially included a fight scene between Sonya and Jade. In early drafts of the script, Jade was described as a diminutive woman wearing a traditional Japanese kimono who performed a ritualistic dance before attacking Sonya with a concealed stiletto. However, this fight scene was ultimately cut from the final film. Jade also appears in the novelization by Martin Del Rio, where she engages in a duel with Sonya. This novelization version of Jade is depicted as a long-haired Asian woman with tattoos of tigers and dragons, wielding two half-moon-shaped daggers. Despite her formidable appearance, Jade is ultimately defeated by Sonya in this version of the story. These early depictions of Jade, while ultimately removed from the film, offer a fascinating glimpse into the character's early development and her evolving role within the Mortal Kombat universe. And that's all the fun facts we have for you about Mortal Kombat. We've peeled back all the layers we could find about this flick, uncovering all the hidden details, Easter eggs, and secrets that make this film such a nostalgic classic. And we would like to give a huge thank you to all of you for continuing to watch and support our channel. We really appreciate you joining us on these deep dives into the movies we love. And there is still more to come, as we'll continue our cinematic explorations with more deep dives in the future. So stay tuned for our upcoming Fun Facts series. And if you enjoyed this video and learned something new, consider giving it a thumbs up and sharing it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our future releases. We would also like to read your thoughts of the movie and all these fun facts. Let us know in the comments below and tell us what other movies you'd like us to explore, as we're always looking for suggestions. In the end, thanks again for watching, and we will see you all in the next video.